Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Nicholas Moy here, and in this video I'm going to be covering the ISC2 Code of Ethics, which is something that you're going to want to know if you're planning on taking an ISC2 cybersecurity certification such as the CISSP, the SSCP, the CCSP, or any of their other certifications. Now, real quick, before I get into the bulk of this video, I want to ask if you could be sure to hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button. I post videos every week on cybersecurity, obtaining certifications, tips and tricks, breaking down things that you find here in the CISSP and other certifications as well, like the Security Plus and the SSCP. So if that's you, if you're looking to go after your cybersecurity career and you're looking to go and obtain certifications, make sure to hit that like button. It helps me out, helps the algorithm know that you like this and that other people just like you are going to like this as well. So they kind of push it out that way. So anyways, I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get on with the video. So the ISC2 Code of Ethics is exactly that. They're basically a code of ethics or a set of rules that all ISC2 certified members are required to adhere to. You're going to be doing this when you are preparing to take your exam because you have to check a box that says you agree to these code of ethics. And throughout your exam, you're actually going to have a few questions that are going to be based on these code of ethics, these canons, if you will. So what exactly is it? What are these code of ethics? Well, before we dive into that, ISC2 actually goes into a preamble, which is essentially this. It's basically saying that all ISC2 certified members, they all recognize that they're going to be part of the common good when it comes to protecting the integrity of information security. Basically, it's kind of like, Spider-Man when, when Peter Parker's talking to his uncle and he's basically saying, with power comes great responsibility. That's kind of the intention with ISC2 and their code of ethics here. They're basically saying, listen, we understand that you have greater knowledge on information security, and technically that information could be used for evil, but if you're going to remain part of the ISC2 organization as a certified member and just a general good citizen, you want to agree to these terms and conditions, which is essentially their canons, their four canons here. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you the Code of Ethics preamble. All right. The preamble goes as follows. The safety and welfare of society and the common good, duty to our principles and to each other, requires that we adhere and be seen to adhere to the highest ethical standards of behavior. Okay. Continues by saying, therefore, strict adherence to this code is a condition of certification. So why do they do this? Again, this is to help solidify the certified members of CISSP, the certified members of ISC2 in general, CISSP, CCSP, SSCP, whatever certification you're going to obtain and you're going to hold on to. Basically, ISC2 wants to certify that all of their members are going to be within good standing of just being a good human, a good citizen, making sure that you're not leveraging your knowledge on information security for evil, but for good. And it helps protect you as an individual, your reputation, your personal brand, but it also protects ISC2 because you're certified with them, or you would be, and they want to ensure that all of their members are indeed going to be good, wholesome people, and that they're going to protect the integrity of the organization, information security as an industry, and any affiliation that you have with ISC2. So what are these code of ethics? What are the canons, if you will? All right. The canons are as follows. 1, protect society, the common good, necessary public trust and confidence, and the infrastructure. Okay. The second canon is act honorably, honestly, justly, responsibly, and legally. Okay. The third canon is provide diligent and competent services to principals. And the fourth canon is advance and protect the profession. These are the four canons of the Code of Ethics from ISC2. Now, when you sit in your exam, regardless of the exam that you're sitting in from ISC Square, you are likely to see a couple of questions on this. Now, notice here, they're not really specific to information security. These are really just good moral character values that's they're testing on, that they want to ensure that you as a person who is looking to be recognized as a certified member, whether that's a CISSP or an SSCP, regardless of the certification you're getting from ISC Square, they want to ensure that you're planning on being a holistic and ethical person, and that you're going to wear that certification, that badge of honor, with pride and with dignity. And that's all this really is. So the ISC Square Code of Ethics is a set of rules on good moral character that each member should have and should continue to have during the duration of holding that certification. Now, what happens if you do not follow through with this? What happens if you break the rule? Well, ISC Square is gracious in knowing that we're humans and that we make mistakes. So if you make a mistake and you do this accidentally, maybe you accidentally broke one of these ethic canons and somebody reported it or somebody caught that, there is an opportunity for you to go through a peer evaluation and for you to state your case and kind of work through it so that your certification does not get revoked. However, if you did act intentionally and you were malicious, then again, your case could be brought to the peer review board from ISC Square, and they're going to make the decision on whether or not they're going to revoke your certification. So essentially, if you're a hacker and you decided, you have the CISSP, but you decided you wanted to go and hack into your school's website, well, that could look badly on you, and that could get reported to the ISC Square board, and therefore they could technically revoke your certifications. So again, you don't want to be malicious. You don't want to act with any type of deceit or try to withhold any information. If you happen to make a mistake, be honest, be upfront about it. Don't withhold it. Don't try to hide your mistake. Maybe you accidentally left open ports in the organization, and somebody decided to go ahead and report you to the ISC Square board. Be honest if you made a mistake. Okay, you can go ahead and say, this was an honest mistake. I didn't know about this, and there will be grace, and they will let you get by with that. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Nick, I'm not really worried about that. I'm a pretty good person. I don't have a criminal record, or I'm too scared to do anything bad to begin with. So definitely not something I have to worry about there. I should be able to get just by with these Code of Ethics canons. I'm going to tell you that's excellent. Great. Good for you. I'm also one of those people as well. One thing that you should be aware of is that one of the most common ways that the Code of Ethics are broken isn't actually because of what you've done in your day job, or because you were a hacker and you decided, you got a little wild hair going on. You decided you wanted to go and hack into something and be all malicious. That's typically not the case. Typically where the case is when somebody does break the Code of Ethics is when they're sharing their internal experiences, maybe a set of questions that they encountered when they sat for their exam. If you do that, you are technically breaking the Code of Ethics. And ISC Square cares very much about that. I mean, they care very much about the general ethics of being a good standing citizen and using your knowledge and your power in cybersecurity for good, but they care very much about protecting the integrity of their certification and their brand, because it helps keep the playing field fair to the future professionals that are coming in. So, if you're over here telling your buddy who's planning to take the CISSP or the SSCP, if you're over here telling him a list of questions that you remember because you got out of the testing center after you took it and you wrote them down in your car, that's unethical, and that's going to get you in trouble. That'll get you in trouble as a certified member, and it could get that other person in trouble as one who is looking to become a certified member. So don't do that. If you're going to be a certified member with ISC Square, you have to protect the integrity. They are trusting you, and you have to withhold that trust or continue to hold that trust with them, not withhold it, but hold that trust with them by continuing to protect the integrity of the examination process, the endorsement process, all of the above. All right, so that about wraps up this video. Again, in this video, we talked about the ISC Square Code of Ethics, kind of broke down the entire body of it for you and helped you understand why it's beneficial that you really understand this. Now, again, this is really more of a personal character, moral integrity, all of that good, home values that they're trying to instill in all of their certified members. It protects you as a professional. It builds trust with you in the workforce, and it helps protect the entire InfoSec cybersecurity industry as a whole. We want to make sure that the people we are trying to protect, the organizations that we are trying to protect, that they trust us. And by complying with these code of ethics, these canons within, it really helps build that up. We're not just going to be known as these malicious hackers with hoodies and all that. We want to make sure that others trust us to be normal people that care about other people and that care about the organization, the data we're trying to protect, all of that good stuff. So anyways, I hope you found this helpful. Again, I'd appreciate it if you would hit that like button and make sure to hit the subscribe button because I'll be posting more videos just like this every single week. Anyways, until next time, take care.